Welcome to Podcasting Killed the Radio Star, a podcast about, podcasting and how it's taking over the radio industry. My name is Braxtan Brown, and I'm a student at Century College and your host for today. This is a project for Professor Rawson's Communication 1061 class in Mass Communication, so let's get right down to it. So what exactly is podcasting? According to dictionary.com, a podcast is a digital audio or video file or recording, usually a part of a themed series, that can be downloaded from a website to a media player or computer. Podcasting is a relatively new concept. A gentleman named Ben Hammersley originally suggested that the word podcast, stemming from two words combined into one, iPod and broadcast. He coined this term in 2004. Podcasting caught on very fast because podcasts can be very specific or very general in topic range, and it's very inexpensive to make. According to Wikipedia, the podcast industry is very profitable. Over 50 million people listen to podcasts each month. Creating your own podcast is cheap. I spent $0 to make this podcast, for reference. It requires just a laptop or a phone. Higher quality podcasts employ techniques such as microphones or soundproofing studios. It can be very profitable through subscription-based systems where they charge for each episode or selling airtime to advertisers. This is a good time to thank our sponsor, Century College. At Century College, you will discover your passion through a college experience that guides self-discovery through academic planning and career exploration. Ready to sign up? Spring semester begins January 13. Classes are filling up fast. Century College. Sign up today. Back to our podcast now. Our next topic will be how podcasting is taking over the radio world. In an article posted by Jem Oswald of Variety magazine, states that Gen Z, which is projected to account for 40% of all consumers in the U.S. by the year 2020, shows very little interest in traditional media, including radio. They've grown up in a more on-demand digital environment. In simpler terms, people born after 1995 are much more interested in Spotify, YouTube, and you guessed it, podcasts, to stream music and content, which can be done directly from their phone, and under the right circumstances, allow them to control downtime from advertisements and content that simply doesn't interest them. Maybe the most damning factor in radio's demise is the specialization of podcasts. Right now, if you go look in the iTunes store, you can find podcasts and cooking, comedy, politics, motherhood, and my personal favorite, unsolved mystery and murder cases. When it comes down to it, most on-air personalities, DJs, and soundboard technicians are great at what they're trained to do on the radio, but that does not mean that they're qualified to do a 30-minute podcast on one specific topic. I'll leave that to you guys to decide. That's all the time that we have for today. We appreciate you taking the time to listen to Podcasting Kill the Radio Star. Good luck on your projects and the rest of your academic journeys. I'm Braxtan Brown. Thanks for listening.